Hi friends, so I have to leave for an event in like 30 minutes, but we're gonna do a quick mending. I have a pair of jeans here. They're super cute. I got them at Hollister. They have cute little stars. However, when I got them, and a shirt too, they were already ripped. I didn't notice it though, and then I wore them. So I couldn't return them. But it just ripped right here. I'm gonna make another video on the shirt because it's like the whole underarm, so that'll be like a more in-depth mending. But here is a quick tutorial on how we're gonna mend this. It's just a hole through here. Obviously we can't patch up the hole completely, but we're gonna do our best. So here's a closer look at the hole here. As you can see, it kind of ripped. She ripped on the side and then across, and the gap is getting bigger every second. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to mend it super quick. I know that I can't obviously, rethread, like reweave it back together. That's not gonna happen, but we can at least put some stitches to try and minimize the fraying here and close the gap as much as we can. But honestly, at this point, like, she's just a part of the look. She adds character. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just stitch along this outside line that's here, and then that way it's also right under the pocket here, so we might end up having to stitch it to the outer layer of the pocket. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. We're learning together. It's fine. So I'm just going to provide some commentary in this section, so feel free to skip around if you feel like you're getting the hang of it. So what I'm doing is I'm starting by going through the back side for the knot, that way it's hidden, but also because we have the extra fabric there for the pocket, it's going to make it more secure. And then I'm just coming out the other side, and you'll see me start to make a line around the stitch. We want to leave some area between where the hole is and the fabric, that way we're creating that guard for the fraying there. And another important thing, after you've already started the knot and gone through the pocket, make sure you're not continuing to go through there and that you don't sew the pocket shut. So just make sure you're sewing through the outside fabric there. So now at this point, I'm starting to join the fabric above the hole to the fabric below it, just making more so kind of like a whip stitch, just going back and forth there. One thing to be super careful about in this section is that the fabric is going to be much stronger and denser towards the belt loops because there is a lot of thread there and all those other fun things. So just be super careful about that. You might have to add extra pressure to get the needle through, but don't stab yourself or anything like that. Additionally, this is going to be a little tricky because we again don't want that to fray, so we want to make sure that we're starting again above where the hole is and making that attachment there. This section does take a bit of time, but it's what's going to keep the hole from continuing to open up. Now at this point, I am starting to tie off my stitch again, and I'm going on the back side of the pocket again so it's hidden, and then also it's more secure there as well. You can definitely see that it's more patched up here. Again, it's not going to be perfect because it's already ripped there. That's what the other side looks like, just for comparison. From far away, you can't really notice it, but definitely if you're up close, you will still see it. The fabric will continue to fray a little bit, but because we put those stitches there in the beginning, it won't fray too much, and we won't have the same issue of having to repair that hole frequently. I know this was a super quick tutorial, so definitely let me know if you have any questions. And I know a lot of it was out of frame because, oh my gosh, I was trying not to stab myself with the needle. But thank you for watching and follow for more fashion content.